The Rangers will look to bounce back after a 3-2 defeat to the Hurricanes at the Garden on Tuesday night as they played the Canes again on Thursday night, this time in Carolina. 11 games left to go in the regular season for the Blueshirts. So it's time to take it to the ice and talk some Rangers hockey with the New York Post NHL columnist, that is Larry Brooks. Larry, how you doing?
I'm good, Dexter. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to see you and talk some hockey. Now, prior to Tuesday night, the Rangers, they had won 4 games in a row, and they had won the first 2 meetings against Carolina this year. What were your takeaways from the Blueshirts' most recent loss to Carolina on Tuesday?
They didn't match Carolina's intensity. They didn't match Carolina's speed. They didn't match Carolina's tenacity either. So it was an off game for the Rangers, and yet they actually had a 2-1 lead midway through the third period. But it was not. It was kind of a C game for the Rangers, other than for Igor Shesterkin, who seems to be rounding into Vezina form. They are going to have to be better, sharper, crisper, quicker in every department, and in tonight's game in Raleigh, for sure.
Can't have a C game again. I want to talk to you about the power play, because the Rangers, they made changes to their power play look, reverting to a traditional first and second units. Is going back to this look a good move for New York?
I think going back to a look that has Mika Zibanejad on the ice on the power play as much as possible is a good look. I also think Chris Kreider needs to be on. I understood what the coaching staff, Gerard Gallant, was doing in making a 1A, 1B unit. They have so much talent. They have so much firepower that can contribute on the power play. I understood. You set up 2 essentially co-equal branches, and you force the opposition to choose on their penalty killers. It can work, but the issue was that Zibanejad, who is their singular power play weapon with the off-wing shot from the left circle, was just not on the ice enough. In fact, he somehow wound up with the 8th most ice time of their forwards in the 7 games that they had gone to the 1A, 1B. So I think they need to get back to a top unit. It is filled with elite players now. Zibanejad is an elite player. Chris Kreider is an elite power play player. Artemi Panarin and Adam Fox, obviously, and then add Patrick Kane. So they now have a first power play unit that is replete with weapons. It may take a little time, though. I mean, Patrick Kane is not only now attempting to adjust to a new team after 16 seasons with the Blackhawks, it's also a new position on the power play he's playing. He used to play on the half wall. He's now playing low. So it's going to take a little time, but I certainly endorse this move. I think this gives the Rangers their best chance.
All right, gives them their best chance to get their best players on the ice during the power play. Now, Thursday night, Larry, the Blueshirts, they have a chance to split this home-and-home series with the Canes. And with a win, they would win the season series, over Carolina. Players have said that Tuesday's loss was, just one game. But is this a matchup against the Hurricanes that we'll see on Thursday? Is it a chance for the Rangers to send a message to the Metro Division leaders before the playoffs?
I'm not sure about messages. These teams have played. Now, this will be the 15th game between the teams over the last 2 years, and actually they've split 7-7. So this is a rivalry now. It's become a pretty good one. I don't think there are messages, but I think the Rangers need to elevate their game, and I think anytime they play a top team now over the final 3 weeks of the season, it's going to be a test for them. Not so much, it's going to be a test for them because they're still trying to perfect their game. They're still trying to incorporate Tarasenko and Kane into the lineup. They want it running smoothly when they get to the playoffs. So, a win or a loss in tonight's game, I don't think necessarily is dispositive. I think they want to play a much stiffer game against a very stiff opponent. And that's the kind of game they're going to have to play in the playoffs. So it's not necessarily win or lose tonight. It's compete, battle, win the 50-50s that they did not win on Tuesday night.
All right, so basically the Rangers cannot bring the C game that we saw on Tuesday night. They got to bring at least a B game or better against the Hurricanes if they want to have a chance to win and play well. That is Larry Brooks, the great NHL columnist for the New York Post. Larry, always good to see you, always good to talk to you. Looking forward to talking to you more as we approach the playoffs.
Same here. Happy to be here, Dexter.
Thank you.